As I promised in the last video, I will now tell you what a proposition is. So premises and conclusions are propositions. And by the way, we're on page 11 of the book right now. So we're talking about argument and propositions. The video reverses the screen. Sorry about that. So what is a proposition? There's different definitions about this, but the book kind of simplifies it. And I'm going to give a simplification of what the book says. So, all right, proposition. And a proposition is basically just this: the claim made by a sentence. Okay, now you might think, well, how are those different? You might wonder, what's a sentence and how is that different from a claim? Well, let's just give an example, okay? So here's two sentences that make the same claim. And by looking at that, that'll help you see what a proposition is. So let's say I write this sentence down. Fred loves Mary. Okay, that's one sentence. Here's a different sentence. Mary is loved by Fred. Okay? Suppose I say Fred loves Mary and Mary is loved by Fred. Haven't I made the same claim? Like, there's no difference in the claim I made between these two. So the way we say is, these express the same proposition. They're the same claim. And that's what we just mean by proposition. Okay? But these are different sentences. They're different sentences because they have different words. This second sentence has the word is and by. This second sentence has reverse order, like Fred is at the end, Mary's at the beginning. This sentence has Fred at the beginning, Mary at the end. So these are different sentences, but they're making the same claim. Okay? And so propositions are the claim that's made by the sentence. Here's another example of two different sentences that are expressing the same proposition. Suppose I say, I'm running out of space here, but it's raining. Okay, there is one sentence. Here's another sentence. Now, none of you know, probably almost none of you know what that means. BYO, that's in Korean. It's just saying it's raining, actually in a polite way. Okay, again, different sentences and even different languages, but they're both expressing the same proposition. Okay, so that's how a proposition is different from a sentence. Now, going back to what an argument is, really what an argument is composed of is the claims or the propositions. And the sentences are just the language, the vehicle by which we express the propositions. So we have three sentences here. We have three propositions, which are expressing three different propositions. But really what the premises and the conclusion are identical to are the propositions. That's what makes something an argument. Okay, now, will it hurt you that much to think of arguments as just composed of sentences? Probably not really, like for this class. It's actually, this matters more for more advanced things, but it's useful for later things to just understand how a proposition is different from a sentence. Okay, with that, we will move on to the next video.